Pivo one Matsume. Pivisha.
Hello.
Now Pivo Mota. How you doing? Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello. I am Penelope. That's my
Penelope
dad.
what?
Penelope Botan.
Introduce yourself, Hazipta.
I'm Johnny Botan.
So I have my kids here with me today. My 13-year-old and my 11-year-old. And it's funny because my 11-year-old is already taller than me. And then my 13-year-old's been taller than me, so I have to get on to him like this. But we thought, it's a special day to me. I get to come on the show. I have my son producing, Johnny Boat. And then I got Bunny Boat over here. She was able to come on with me today. So, it's a special day to me. So, is there anybody you would like to say hi to? Anybody watching? You got no grandmas that are watching? Say yes. Don't act like you're scared to talk now, girl. Say hi to your grandmas.
Hi, Grandma.
Which one?
Grandma Nadina and Grandma Janice.
All right. Johnny, you want to say hello to your grandmas?
Hi, Grandmas.
Which one?
Both of them.
Say their names.
Grandma Nadina and Grandma Janice.
Okay. And you got to speak more into your mic, son.
Yeah, Johnny. Okay.
So, it's a good day. Go up to comments. Go ahead and go to comments. And that's where your comments are going to be coming up. Can you read the name and tell us what they said?
Stacy Star Afternoon.
Good afternoon, sis. Glad you could tune in.
Good afternoon.
So you'll have to show us some grace today. I got my 11-year-old, he's on the ones and twos. And then I have my beautiful daughter, Bunny, with me today. So, it's a great day. It's a great day. I was kind of feeling under the weather this morning, so I didn't get to make it. But I don't know. This is just part of my day. It's just what I do. It's a part of how I feel like I get to do my service work is by spreading the message of recovery, and sobriety. And Penelope, what is your first thought when you think of your dad being sober? What comes to mind?
I'm very happy and very proud that you've been able to get here.
Oh, well, thank you.
Because I remember when you used to be not so nice.
Oh,
So this has been very nice.
Well, thank you, baby. Thank you. That means a lot to me,
Yeah.
And it's been quite a journey, so I've only been sober for 4.5. I'd say about 4.5 years and like 20 days, maybe. So he was probably about 8, I believe. He's about 8 whenever I got sober. So I'm glad I am. I'm glad I'm where I'm at today too. I get these kind of opportunities. So I'm glad. It makes me feel good. Makes me feel good to be able to say that. So um since I've been sober, you've became an auntie.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
Not too weird because my sisters are older, but I miss the babies.
You still a baby?
No, I said I missed the baby.
Oh yeah, for sure. And yeah, they'll be back. They'll be back one of these days. I see we got another comment, Johnny. Speaking to your mic, son. What's it say?
Natalie Harja?
Yeah, Natalie.
Choke up on the mic, Penelope.
Yeah, you got to speak into the mic. You can look at me, but you got to speak into the mic. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's a great day. It's a great day to be sober. It's a great day to be indigenous. So you kids are off for the week.
Thanksgiving break.
So, what do you look forward to for Thanksgiving?
Uh,
Turn towards the mic and speak.
probably, I mostly look forward to sleeping this week. I like that, yeah. I like not being able to do no work. Yes.
So, how are you doing in school?
That question called me out, man. I'd say I'm doing good and band. Yes,
Doing good in band.
Yeah.
That's good. Got to stay positive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, got to stay positive. So, you recently took volleyball. How was that?
I love it so much. I'm actually thinking about doing it in high school. It's really fun.
So, what grade are you in?
8th.
8th grade. And what's your favorite subject?
Probably reading and language arts.
Reading and language arts. So, I thought you were going to say band.
No.
Well, you're pretty active. You take, you're in sports. You're in sports. You play in band. You like to sing.
Yeah.
So I would have to say you're pretty active. What do those other comments say, Johnny?
Brianna, Rachel. Hi, Sister Bunny.
Hi, Brianna.
Why are you scared to talk?
I don't know.
Don't be scared to talk, son. They can't even see you.
I know.
Oh
So what do the other comments say?
yeah. Drew Wilson. Grandma Janice is watching. Tell her hello.
Hi, Grandma Janice. Hi, Drew. Hi,
And Nadina Grant, you are both doing a great job.
Hi,
Yes,
Grandma.
you are.
Hi, Grandma.
So yeah, it's a family affair right now. We got both grandmas watching. We got uncles watching. Natalie's watching. You got your sister watching. Do you feel the pressure? No, not at all. That's great. That's great. Well, usually you're blabbing away anyways.
Hey, man.
Usually you're going, I'm okay, guys.
Oh my God.
So you recently seen the movie Wicked.
Oh my gosh, yes, I love that so much.
Speaking to the mic.
I loved it so much, man. It was so good.
What was your favorite part?
Probably No Good Deed. That was such a good song, man. Like the scene where she turns him into that scarecrow. Yeah.
Turns him into that scarecrow?
Yeah. It was so good, man.
Well, that's cool. I'm glad I got, even though I cried the whole
No,
time.
you didn't. You fell asleep like the first 20
No,
minutes.
I didn't. No, I was crying.
Johnny, he tapped me and he was like, look over. And I look over and all I see is you knocked out in your sleep.
I was crying.
No.
I was real emotional. I was that sad.
Nuh-uh.
I watched the whole movie. I'm Johnny.
No. No, you did not.
What, I liked that movie. I was emotional. I was crying. I was praying for Alphaba. That's why my eyes were closed.
You took a $20 nap. Oh my god.
Oh, believe me, I've taken those before. Do we have any more comments? Johnny, you sounding real unsure of yourself over there. What's going on?
I don't know.
He's sitting there smiling all big.
A lot of comics.
Do we yes or no? It's a yes or no question.
Is
Natalie said the kiddos' mics are real quiet.
I know both. Well, they don't understand to talk into them.
Well, that.
Look at the camera.
Oh yeah.
Speak into the camera.
Hello.
Yeah, see? And Johnny's like this far away.
How
He's sitting
dare you?
straight up. Lean into the mic whenever you say something. Say something, Johnny.
Hi.
See, there you go.
Move the mic a little just in case.
Yeah, you can move it towards you. Yeah, well, we're still, we're still trying to get this thing down. But we're here, we're going, I get an opportunity to share a moment with my kids, and that's pretty special. What do the other comments say, Johnny?
Cassandra
Frazier.
Yeah. Happy hi Johnny.
Hi, Cassandra.
And it's perfect. And Nadina said hi to both of you. And doing a good job, son.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So we're all caught up on the comments.
No, he skipped like 3.
Oh.
Just a whole lot.
Well,
Johnny, quit moving it. All right, I'm sorry. It says, Alicia Kinney, the fight was the best part. Misty hits Hickson. Yeah. Good afternoon, you guys. Hello.
Good afternoon, Misty. Thank you for tuning in.
Natalie Harjo said, perfect. Thank you. Yes.
So yeah. So in case you're just now tuning in, I have my 11-year-old son, Johnny Boat.
Hi.
I got him producing. Then I have my beautiful and amazing 13-year-old daughter. Want to introduce yourself again?
Hello, I'm Penelope Botum. Yes.
So, we had the opportunity today to come and get on the live. So I figured, why not? Why not? So, as we were talking earlier about having positive thoughts, that's kind of what we get to read about today. So you want to go ahead and we'll just jump right off into it. Go ahead and go to banners, Johnny. Click on banners. Now click on it. Now go back to comments and click back on comments. There we go, son.
All right.
Go ahead, ma'am.
November 24th. Things would go well for us if we think positively about everything. Mary Hayes.
Clay quote.
Clay quote.
Clay quote.
Okay. Each of our thoughts are like individual seeds. These thoughts will plant our life garden. Whatever our thoughts, they will grow in our gardens. Each day will process about 50,000 thoughts or thought seeds. Positive thoughts will produce positive results. Have you ever been aware of what you're thinking about during the day? Of the possible 50,000 thoughts in one day, if the positive thoughts were flowers and the negative thoughts were weeds, how would your garden look at the end of the day? Great Spirit, let me plant positive seeds. Yeah.
So what does that mean to you, baby?
It means that you should probably, if you think positive thoughts, it's gonna help you be positive about what you're doing, or find the good stuff in the day, or what you're doing. Yeah.
That's good. Because whenever I was 13, I don't think I ever thought like that.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever, like it says, your thoughts are a garden. And, mine was overrun with weeds, the negative thoughts. So, that's something, I'm glad you realized that at your young age, because you don't want to be 45 years old and just now realizing that what you think about all day, you become. Mm-hmm. And then, your self thoughts create your self image, and then you're acting as you think of yourself. Whenever I was your age, I really struggled. The things that we know today about mental health. Whenever I was your age, I was already struggling. And I know you've had your struggles. What have you learned from that experience, from going through your own little mental health battles?
Yeah. I think I learned staying positive, definitely. does help a lot. You know, like you can't always stay mad, especially like at the world over something that happened a long time ago. You know, you gotta learn to just forgive, like everybody.
Even yourself, huh?
Yeah.
Well, see, I feel like you're ahead of the game because, you know, like I said, I nobody ever said those things to me whenever I was your age. You know, or nobody knew how to communicate, and I didn't know how to communicate those things to anybody else. You know, I remember recently, you know, you had gotten in trouble. You know,
I don't remember that.
you had gotten in trouble, you know, for the way you were talking. What did you learn from that?
I learned. I learned don't trust certain people. That's what.
No. Well, you know, if you hadn't have been talking that way,
Yeah.
would you have gotten in any trouble like that?
No.
So it wasn't that you can't trust people.
Yeah.
You know, because, you know, I just got to be honest here about that situation was, you know, our family member, you know, who we both know, they had another family member, somebody else that we're related to, who had taken an attempt on her life. And that's why she was so alarmed by that. You know, and I know you were joking. And I know that, you know, you didn't mean what you said. You were just talking because it was your friends and you thought you could just express these things because they would understand.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm kind of glad that my niece was alarmed to that.
Yeah.
You know, because that was a serious deal, you know?
Yeah.
And we don't ever want our kids to think like their feelings ain't important, or, you know, like, even though I know you were playing,
Yeah.
you know, and I know that, you know, you regretted it as soon as you said it. But, you know, I think it was important. I think it was just as important for you to see the reaction from everybody. Even though you did get in trouble, you know, like I think whenever I was maybe a little bit older than you, if I would have said that, I don't think anybody would have even noticed.
Yeah.
You know, so
Mm-hmm.
you know, it was one of them situations where we both had to learn. But, you know, back to what the meditation was about.
Yeah.
You know, it's like your thought process is like a garden. You know, yeah, mine's got all kinds of fruits and vegetables growing in it. You know, because that's my thought process. You know, but I'm more than anything, you know, I had to learn, you know, like this self-maintenance thing that you learn when you're in sobriety. You know, you learn how to, you know, do some maintenance work at the end of your night. And you think back like, well, what could I have done different? What could I have said different? You know, and if if an apology is needed, you know, like that's one of the most important things, is that you're able to offer that apology, you know, and even pray about the situation, you know. So I mean, it takes, you know, it takes these actions, you know, like these self thoughts. What am I thinking about all day? You know, I had to recreate who I was, and the music I listened to, the books that I read. You know, in my addiction, I listened to nothing but hardcore rap. I read books like Iceberg Slim. You know, I read books like all these. I read. How do you know what that book is? Yeah, but I read all these crazy. You know, like that's what attracted my attention, and you know, it reflected in my actions. And you know, after getting into sobriety, you know, I started practicing these healthy habits. You know, whether it was, you know, exercising, whether it was praying, whether it was burning medicine, you know, whether it was going to ceremony, whether it was, you know, learning a new song, You know, and not like a rap song. I'm talking like a prayer song. You know, I started making these part of my day. I started making these things like part of who I am. And this is what I thought about all day, and it started showing in my actions. You know, I learned how to pray for other people, complete strangers. You know, and one thing I've learned through my process is that for me to have something good for me to happen, and I'm not saying this is like I'm not bargaining whenever I say this. Like, I'm not only good to people because I want something good back. I've learned that I can't want something bad for somebody else and expect good things to happen in my life. You know, so that was like one area of my life that I had to clean up, is I had to learn how to want good things for bad people. You know, like I had to still want good things for bad people. And that was a hard one for me, and because I just kind of thought, oh well, that's what they get, but today I can understand the sickness. I can understand the addiction side of everything, and I can see how, hurt people hurt people. What are they thinking about all day? And I feel blessed today that I have the opportunity to have nothing but positive thoughts. Like here I am, like half blind, like I got a lot going on, physically, but mentally I feel safe. Emotionally I feel I have that balance, and spiritually I feel connected to the Creator. And I can still get around. I feel like I can still beat you and Johnny in a foot race easily, easily, bro. Smoke y'all.
No.
But but it's could things be worse for me? Oh yes, definitely. I find the positive in everything. In everything I find the positive. Even in a bad situation. A couple of days ago, we thought that one of my friends got killed. We thought he got killed. And then we found out it wasn't true. And I was like, like, it's crazy how in my head I'm thinking, well, at least maybe he'll have some peace because he lived a hectic life. And then we find out that he's alive, but then he got into even more trouble, and it was just kind of like, well, now he still has the opportunity to be a good person, even though he, the situation doesn't, like it's a bad situation for anybody to be in, and I still say a prayer for all the families that were affected, but I feel like he still has the opportunity every day to be a better person. So you want to read that big comment down there, Nope?
Christy Com said, I had to realize I set the tone for my kids. We used to get up rushing and yelling around, but now we wake up early and pray and ask God to help us show grace and mercy to others and ourselves. Not everyone has that, and we can show kindness, be a fountain and not a drain.
Thank you for sharing that. That was a big thing, back whenever I was a single father. That was a big thing to me too, like damn, like when it was mentioned to me, maybe 10, 15 years ago, I remember thinking like, damn, I'm probably just ruining my kids' day, as soon as they wake up, with the yelling, and all the negative, comments, and and it was weird because I didn't even have a job or anything. I didn't have nowhere to be. But here I am trying to rush everyone out the door. And they had to catch a bus, so we were like on a time, but then I learned, like I can't wake up my kids like that. Like I want to give them the best chance possible to have a good day. So is there anything else you would like to say about what we talked about already?
I think that a lot of kids at my school, I'm not naming names, but a lot of them could use like this quote, because they either have like those bad thoughts, like you said, how you used to listen to
Mhm.
like hardcore rap and like do terrible stuff.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people at my school do that a lot, and I don't know, I'm not trying to direct their life, but I tell them like it's bad for them, like
They can do better. Huh?
Hmm. And then they'll just like, I don't know if they're doing it to be cool, but most of the time it's because they don't have like good people to be around, or like they're just thinking bad about themselves, like they don't want to get better, like
There's something that I always say that you told me.
what is it?
You said that one of your teachers told you that you can be the change that you want to see in the world.
Yeah.
You remember telling me that? You was like in 3rd grade, I want to say. And you told me that. He was about 8 years old and you told me that.
I remember you telling me that, like that one time last year
Yeah.
year today we went to that one movie last
Yeah.
year today, and after we saw it I was like talking about something, and then you told me that, and I was like, I feel like I've heard that before.
Yeah. Your 3rd grade teacher told you that. Then you came home and you told me that,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been using it ever since.
I didn't know that. That's pretty cool, man.
It's pretty cool, man. John Dog,
Hmm?
got anything you want to say? Read those comments.
David Deary.
Stone Cold David.
Said good afternoon.
Yes, and good
Go ahead,
afternoon.
Penelope. Let sister read them, okay?
Yeah.
Aunt Millie. Small changes bring big differences. In my routine, less things, thoughts for my thoughts. I was stuck in depression. I cover my feelings with alcohol and drugs. I'm glad I changed my old ways.
Yes, sir.
And then,
Go ahead.
and then Natalie, she's just bullying me, guys. I'm just kidding. She said, "Speak into the mic."
Yeah, because you're turning like this.
I know. I keep on doing.
But you got to look straight
Yeah.
at the... Yeah, look at the camera.
You gotta go straight into the mic.
Yeah, straight into the mic. Uh-oh.
Hi.
It's Auntie. Auntie Jenna.
Selling raffles.
What are you selling raffles for?
Our going away party.
Uh-oh. 10 kegger?
Yeah.
So, you want me to announce it?
Yeah.
So, Pathways to Community Living is having a raffle.
3 for $1.
$3 for $1.
Gonna draw on December 5th.
Gonna draw on December 5th. What's it for?
Our Christmas dinner.
Oh, for the Christmas dinner. And what prizes are?
A shawl.
A shawl,
A clock.
a clock,
A stadium chair.
a stadium chair,
Yeah. And a throw blanket.
and a throw blanket,
And a comforter.
and a comforter,
King size comforter.
king size comforter,
And a 3-layer shelf.
3-layer shelf. So you can get a hold of Janet Pratt, Irene Lime, Andrea DeLeon, and Bobby Hamilton.
Yeah.
Janet Pratt.
Ugly. So ugly. The JP.
JP over here.
Just playing.
Yeah. I'll buy some.
Okay.
But yeah, so if you're interested in winning any one of those prizes, they're selling 3 for $1, and they will be drawing on December 5th. So, do we have any more comments?
I can't see. That says Aunt Nearly stay at it Berry Bow for show.
Aho, brother. Aho.
Frito Ray, I always said to my children to be their own person. You are your own person, and they understood. I see them now. They've grown. They
they've grown to be their own person.
Yeah.
And tell me what you feel. Tell me what you feel. Don't feel that it's wrong, because they know wrong feeling.
Yeah.
When I got the chance to be near them when they turned 18, I see they were their own person, and I felt it in them.
Thank you for commenting that.
Alan. What is?
Alan
I'm just kidding. Alan Fletcher. Knock knock.
Knock knock.
Hiyo. Who there?
Who there?
Who? Hey Barry. Custom theater on it. I think there's an Alan here. Oh my god. Leanna said, "I love you. Love you too, Leanna." Brianna also said,
Tuning in, Leanna. Her name's Leanna Boo.
Brianna said, "Love to hear your input, Penny. Love you, sister. I love you too." Antoinette.
Yeah.
Peace attractive. Cortez. Cheyenne Arapaho, sober, 4 months and 21 days. Congratulations.
Hey,
That's good.
that's amazing.
Mhm.
Thank you for sharing that with us.
And it says, and Leanna said, "You did great. Thank you. Thank you. That is very nice."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did great. You know, both of them. I think they both, they watched what I do. They watch what I do. So it feels cool. Feels cool to be able to get on here with my kids. It feels great to have my son over here producing. Even though he's not on camera, he's over here uncomfortable as hell right now. He's all red and uncomfortable. But that's all right. That's all right, son. You did good. You did great. Is there any of your homies you want to shout out?
Marla Jean Hadley. Who said
Marla Jean Hagley.
that? Yeah.
Anyone say anything to your grandmas? Because your grandma and Thomas is watching.
Hi, Grandma Janice. Thank you for tuning in. Yes. Hi, Grandma Nadina. I also saw that she was watching. Yes. Very nice. Hello. Where you at?
Johnny, would you like to say anything, or are you good, bruh?
I'm good.
Well, it was a great day. It was a great meditation today. Sorry we couldn't get on earlier. I'm not even at work today. I just came in just to do this. I'm that dedicated. Yeah. But it feels good. It feels good to come and do this with my kids. That's one of the blessings that I get today, is, as my daughter said earlier, she remembers whenever I wasn't a good guy. So it means the world to me to be able to make these living amends and to stay, to be a positive person in her life. Because I remember when I wasn't, I remember struggling, and I remember, not being a good person even to myself. Even though I was selfish and self-centered, I didn't even know how to be good to myself. So, I feel blessed today. I feel honored that my daughter would join me. She's always got, my daughter's, she's real funny. She's real comical. She's got a lot of heart, and she's got a good heart. So, and Johnny too, Johnny, he did not hesitate when I said, "You're going to produce." I asked him if he wanted to be on camera, but he's like, "Nah, I'm good." But, they did a great job. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Go up there and click on the In Live.
Okay.
Like, share, follow. Tell your mammy about us, and we will see you again. I hope.
Bye.